Hi guys, and welcome to a very different update, because today I have a guest, and this is not just any guest. This is a master of music. I love this guy's sound. He has done a music clip for me, and we have just been filming it today, so I decided to drag him upstairs to the Batcave. So do you want to introduce yourself?
Of course. My name is G2Side. I'm a hip hop artist. I specialise in, well, I don't know about specialise, but I look to rap in the field of horrorcore and fetishcore. Been working with the lovely Miss Ava Black. I want to say that she looks absolutely stunning today. We've got a beautiful song that we've made together. And
called BossBitch.
BossBitch.
Yeah. So when you say horrorcore, for people who don't quite know what that means, what is that?
Horrorcore is anything from paranormal to going to a really scary thriller, to being really evil as well. It's just a wide range of topics, anything that relates around horror.
Yeah, and so where do you think you draw your influences from? Because your sound is very, very different. I suppose probably the first thing is, if you had to compare your sound or your style to anyone in particular, who would you compare it to?
Well, so that's a bit of a difficult one. If I was to compare it, it's going to be a rock influence. So it's going to be something like Eminem meets something like Marilyn Manson, or something kind of, you know, really dark kind of music that you probably haven't really heard before, in a sense. Yeah,
I mean, I can definitely tell you guys that you haven't heard anything like this. I mean, when I first listened to the song that you did for me, it was just like the first sense that I got was Ramstein, and then I was like, oh, this sounds like a little bit of grime. Oh, this sounds like a little bit of hip hop, and it was just like, wow, it's just very, very catchy, and you know, even the background beat to it is just absolutely amazing. Do you do your own background beats then, or who does that for you?
We've got Surgeon P, who's actually featured on an EP I'm dropping called Horns Up Rap I Rock. He actually does all the music, does the choruses. He's really good, you know. I would just go to him and say, this is what I'm looking for. I want something dark. I would explain what the song's about, and then he will make it from there. Really creative. You've got to check him out as well, Surgeon P. Yeah,
I know, because he's on the track that we did together as well.
Of course.
Yeah, but back to the question that I asked before, who do you draw your influence from, musically?
Oh, musically, I think it's a wide range of artists, I would say. I've been listening to hip hop for a very long time now. It will go from sort of Eminem to even Cage to Cypress Hill. A lot of the horrorcore people, even good artists like Chino XL. But I think it's just, there's not a particular influence. It's just anything that's different and unique just attracts me, you see what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to do, just bring something that no one's heard before.
Oh, I can definitely believe no one will have heard anything like this at all. But so how long have you been performing as an artist?
Well, I've been rapping for many years now. Obviously this is going to be the first EP that I'm dropping. So that'll be in February time. But on a recording, you can say a good 3 to 4 years.
Wow. So, and I know you were saying something when we were in the car earlier, that you're expecting to be doing quite a bit more in 2013.
Of course.
What have you got planned for 2013?
Well, we've got the EP dropping,
which
is fetishcore, horrorcore, hip hop, stroke with hip rock, metal, trip hop. It's just going to be dark, horrorcore, fetishcore. So that's dropping, and then from there, you know, I want to do an album. Maybe with Surgeon P again.
Haven't decided. I don't blame you.
And it might even go to a different kind of field. Like this one's hip hop and rock. Might go to a hip hop rock, like maybe even a dubstep kind of thing. So something, something very interesting, an interesting sound. You know, I keep to my roots as hip hop. You know, I never change that. But I just want a dark sound. There's something just quite menacing that you know you haven't really heard before. So that's sort of where it's going to field into.
Brilliant. Is that why you've kind of veered towards fetish? Because I mean, you know, our worlds are just completely different, aren't they? And you know, for you to sort of come from more mainstream, but you're mixing up the style, and you know, I suppose because you are so different, is that a natural transition then towards fetishism, or you still identify with mainstream hip hop?
Well, I love the fetish world.
Yeah.
I wanted to get into it, as you know. I have a foot fetish myself.
Yeah, yeah.
But I just think there's so much out there, and it's such a, you know, there's not enough people targeting the fetish world.
Yeah.
And I think that it should be, it should be, more rappers, going into that kind of world, but there's not.
I know, I can second that notion.
Yeah. It's just lacking that, we got the horrorcore rappers, but the fetishcore rappers, there's not really much of them around. So, I've got my strong foot fetish. I like my vampire girls, the gore girls, the horror babes, the extraterrestrial kind of thing. So I want to sort of elaborate more on it. And obviously go with my imagination. I've got a crazy imagination. Let's put it to the world and see what they think.
Brilliant. Well, I quite like that. And I mean, I would just say to all the people who are like following and subscribing to my YouTube channel, the people that follow me, you need to go and check this guy's music out, because it's just absolutely unbelievable.
Thank you.
And not just that, you're a really, really sweet person. It's just,
Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure working with you guys today. But
lovely.
Where can we find you online?
Well, you can go on Twitter. If you go G2Side, you'll find me on there. I've got the YouTube account, which is G2Side.
Okay.
Facebook, actual websites, they are going to be following soon. So you'll be finding me on them soon as well. But for now, it's just Twitter.
Okay.
And obviously YouTube.
Okay, I'll put all the links up as well at the bottom of this clip.
Brilliant,
so
no problem.
It'll be twitter.com/G2Side or youtube.com/G2Side. And there's going to be a lot of visual madness following very soon. So you guys should just definitely check this out. But is there anything else that you wanted to say?
No, I just want to thank everybody for obviously listening to this.
Yeah.
Thank you as well for obviously giving me the opportunity. The cameraman of today, which is Viper, Surgeon P for making all the beats.
Yeah. And
if you're into horror, if you're into fetishcore, even if you want to mix the two, there's erotic horror which is going to be featured in the EP. Yeah. Please pick up the EP, Horns Up Rap, I Rock. Be dropping in February, as earlier.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you so much, my darling.
Problem. And
make sure you check this guy out. See you guys.
Take care.